Welcome to World Religions. I am Bailey Brown and I'm going to be your instructor this semester. In this video, I want to tell you about myself and about some things we're going to cover this semester, and finally, some expectations that I have for you as my students this semester. So with that, let's get started. First, I want to tell you a little bit about my background. I have a bachelor's degree from the University of Oklahoma in civil engineering. When I graduated from there, I worked as a mechanical engineer for 3 to 4 years at a paper mill. And while I was there at the paper mill, I was also studying online to work towards my master's degree in Christian theology. And I graduated from Biola University with that degree in May of 2023. So, through this degree, I studied a whole lot of the Old Testament and the New Testament and the theology that we can draw from the Christian tradition. And then I also was able to see a little bit of how the theology and the doctrine of Christianity is different or unique from some of the other major world religions. So, this I think helps prepare me to now teach you some things about not only Christianity, but the other religions, the other major religions as well. So, you saw in the last picture, or in the last slide, a picture of my family. My husband, Justice, he's also an engineer. He has continued to work at the paper mill. And then he is a philosopher. Justice, just as I have pursued a degree from Biola in theology, he is in the process of obtaining his degree in Christian philosophy. So Justice is kind of our engineer and philosopher of the family. And then you'll see in this picture that is my daughter, Lily Ruth, and she will be 2 in February. So Lily loves to dance, and she just recently got some ballet shoes for Christmas, and so she's all about dancing around the living room, and she is also all about building with blocks. So when I'm not preparing for this course, I am more than likely either playing music for her so she can dance or building with lots of blocks. So me and my family, we live in southeast Oklahoma, and so that tells you just a little bit more about my family, but I also want to tell you a little bit about my hobbies, and I think that just helps you kind of get to know me as a person, not just as your instructor. I feel like that connection I always appreciated in an online learning space, so that's what I wanted to do for you guys. So first of all, I really am into podcasting and studying the Bible. So I have a podcast called Life on Word, and basically it's just a kind of a commentary, if you will, a commentary you can listen to. So it's basically a Bible study. So I spend a lot of time doing that, and then I also, in the spring, summer months, I love to grow flowers. So for the last 5 years, I have grown a cut flower garden, and in the last couple of years, I have grown these flowers and then harvested the blooms and either given away or sold the bouquets within my community. So in this picture, these are dahlias, and they're probably my favorite picture. My favorite flower. There's just so much diversity with this flower, and I just think it's so pretty. So yeah, I love growing flowers, and then I also love traveling with my family. You can see those in those pictures. We were in Silver Dollar City in Branson, and that is one of our favorite places to go. My daughter absolutely loves it. And we also love going snow skiing in Colorado. That's definitely something that we're into. So that's just a little bit about me. And now let's talk about some course content. What can you expect this semester? So, first off, you're going to have 8 modules that we're going to study throughout the semester, and each module is going to be about 2 weeks long. So, once we get through our introduction, we're going to have a module that's just kind of an intro and an overview to studying religion. Then, each module after that will be focused on one of the major religions. So, we'll cover Native American religions, Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and then some of the more alternative or newer religious movements. So, this will kind of give you, I think you have a calendar in your syllabus that shows this, but this gives you an idea of how the class will be structured. In terms of course content, you're pretty much going to be doing the things that you do in all online courses. You're going to have some readings from your textbook. You will be watching video lectures such as this one. You will have discussion boards that you are required to post to and respond, and hopefully have some good conversations with your peers about whatever we're learning. You're going to have some written assignments and then, of course, some quizzes as well. So then finally, I want to talk a little bit about the expectations that I have for you in this course. And I think if you follow these, then there's no doubt you should be successful in this course. So first, I expect you to be open-minded and ready to learn. Religion, as we all know, can be a pretty touchy subject, and sometimes it can be hard to navigate conversations about religion. But I think if we are open-minded and ready to learn with each other and from each other, and we are respectful and curious, then I think that goes a long way. So this doesn't have to be a weird or tense subject to be studying. Instead, it can be something where it's really fun to hear other perspectives that are maybe different from yours, and to just learn from each other and learn from the content. So be open-minded and be ready to learn. Second, be a good communicator. And what I mean by this is a few different things. In terms of just engaging in the course, I think that it goes so far when you have a question that you're willing to shoot me an email or post it to the discussion board. You get the most out of a course when you're willing to ask questions and when you're willing to give feedback and start a conversation with a peer or with me. And then secondly, I have a policy that I do not accept late work. But I can't make an exception to that policy if something happened, you were sick, you had, whatever the case, if you can tell me that up front that you got sick, then, we can figure something out. We can figure out what to do about an assignment or whatever it is. But if you don't communicate, then I'm sticking to my policy and late work will not be accepted. So those are just 2 examples of how when you communicate, you can be more successful in the course, and things will be a lot easier for you. So if you, I can't help you if I don't know what's going on with you. So I really want to stress this. Be a good communicator, and you are always welcome to shoot me an email. I usually respond pretty quickly, so I encourage you about anything. Just let me know. Just reach out, because I want to make this as beneficial for you as possible. And sometimes I know in an online course that's a little bit difficult. So I think you have to go a little bit of an extra mile to be a good communicator, but it's definitely worth it. And then finally, along those lines, be committed to making the most of an online space. I know that I usually tend to prefer in-person courses, but there's so many benefits to online courses. So if you really try to make the most of this, I think that you can be successful and you can still learn probably just as much as you would in an in-person setting. But honestly, that's up to you to decide. If you are committed, then you can be successful rather than, blowing it off because it's an online course. So I encourage you to just make the most of this being an online course and just be ready and willing to learn. And then finally, that's pretty much all I have. Please email me or contact me if you have any questions about me or about the course or about my expectations from you or for you from the course. So yeah, I'm really excited to teach you and to study and learn alongside you this semester. I think it'll be a good semester, and I wish you good luck.